Hey, anybody! We are back with Solstng and Professor Emeritus Esquire the Third Bonks.
I tipped my hat, but no one can see it.
Oh, and we're doing more of the Skyrim. Yeah, see, look at that. I knew this guy wasn't just a sleepy boy.
You sneaky son of a
snap.
bitch.
Oh, I had gotten a level up that I didn't do. I should probably do that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we are doing more of the Skyrim. I guess we'll go with health this time. And I'm actually this is actually the first time I've like had fun with this game. I am legitimately enjoying this. Battle
Hell yeah.
axes cause great swords. I don't want to get I don't want to get any of the weapon like specific like ones yet, like the weapon type
sure.
specific ones, because I don't know what I'm gonna like. Like, generally speaking,
Yeah.
I like warhammers more than anything else, because like warhammers are just cool. But yeah, I don't know in this game like what I'm gonna end up liking the most, so I don't want to get invested in any of the weapon specific anything yet.
Indeed. Whoa.
Yeah.
Good fuck, skeleton.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
Oh,
that
I
was
was
a
I was thinking
Dragar?
about.
Sorry.
Wow, what a weakling. What a shitty Dragar.
You're the worst Dragar.
Yeah.
Real Charlie Brown of Dragars over here.
Wah 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 wah. No, I just realized while I was thinking about the like you got the golden claw or whatever. Anyway, but I thought that like note on the body was about like a great iron axe or some shit, and then we have like something else going on, and this is why I'm not playing, because I would already be like, wait, what the fuck am I trying to do? Why isn't this what I'm trying to do? I quit. And that would be the end of it.
See, I'm just like, whatever, kill man. Like,
Yeah, you're like, sure.
Swing
golden
hammer,
claw, I'm
watch
into
fall
it.
down. I did good.
Chop man.
I don't think they've done that Mega Man Robot Master yet. Robot Monster.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Did you ever see the movie Robot Monster?
No.
Oh, it's this great like 1950s just destroyed. But yeah, it's come on game, let me do things. Orichalcum. Ooh.
Okay.
But yeah, it's this great 1950s horror, and of course by great I mean like, you know, silly and bad. But I want. Can I not do that? I won't, because there's like oil on the floor, and so I wanted to knock the thing
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Come on, like I guess you just can't do that with the hammer.
Rude. Tamarist.
Hammer.
I think these Draugr are swearing at you. I think they're calling you orc slurs. It's
Oh
really
man, that
fucked
would
up.
be messed up.
That's fucked up.
Okay,
Bethesda.
so speaking of things that are messed up and sort of slur related, in Fallout
I'm
New
ready.
Vegas, yeah, we're getting into it already. In Fallout New Vegas, if you like kill members of like Caesar's Legion, and then you go to take their property, it still counts as stealing because like it belonged to somebody. But
Okay.
if there's a super mutant or a ghoul that has property and you go to take it, it doesn't count as stealing, regardless as to whether they're alive or not. And it's like,
Wow.
that's a pretty yikesy implication, right? That like, you know,
Yeah.
the super mutants and the ghouls like don't have like full property rights, like they don't have like full personhood, but members of the slaver faction do. Like,
Yeah. Well, and we're full circle because we talked about personhood in the first episode.
Jeez.
I was just clearing that tab off of my phone of where I googled the definition of person.
Oh, hey, here's the.
It all comes around.
Here-
That's why everyone should watch every episode.
See, I thought it was an axe, but now this is the dagger. It's a dagger of dismay because it was the whatever of dismay. but it's a
Oh,
dagger. So, but yeah, I
well,
thought it.
at least we killed a
Did I
lot of stuff.
did I imagine that? Now I gotta look because I'm like, did I just like completely imagine that? Because I thought that no. Come
I
on.
don't even know. Do you keep the note or did it just
Yeah,
like?
I think you do. Treasure
Yeah,
hunter's
here we
note.
go.
Iron battle axe of dismay. Yeah, what the fuck? I
Maybe
got
there's
it.
two.
Yeah, I guess maybe there's another one in here somewhere. But
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe there's a set of dismay.
because it was a set of dismay. Um,
My mom's kids, a set of dismay. Aha.
got him. Um, well, I mean, there's more unless this is just like the quick exit, which is what I feel like it probably is. Um,
Mm,
yeah, huh? Because I was looking forward to getting a cool battle axe, troll
yeah.
skull. Do you think there's gonna be a troll up here, or
Or
some?
what kills trolls?
Yeah, yeah.
Other trolls?
Um, I don't know. Look.
Yeah, that's annoying if that's like a big annoyance because exactly like what you said, if you're like specializing in like two-handed like axes or
Mhm.
whatever, and then it's just a dagger, like that's a whole bunch of wasted time.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably take the health potion. Um.
I've also been intrigued, are we going like armorless? I haven't been paying attention to the
Oh no, no.
equipment
I
side.
plan on going like heavy armor. I just haven't found any armor better than what I have on. At least I don't think
Got
I
it,
did.
okay, okay.
If I did, let us know about it in the comments.
Yeah.
But shameless engagement plugging. Um, yeah, I plan on going like heavy armor. I just yeah, I haven't noticed any armor that was better, but that doesn't mean there wasn't any armor that was better.
I haven't. I mean, yeah, I've not been really paying attention to what was better or worse. I've just been seeing like going by armor, and I'd be like, that would be a mood if you're just going like orc skin to the wind, baby.
Orc skins.
Come on, be a weapon of dismay. My fingers are crossed.
All right, well we got amethyst
Well,
and lockpicks, and hey, everything in there was nice.
except it wasn't a weapon of dismay. I
Well,
feel cheated
I
by
am I
this
am
dungeon.
I am distraught by the lack of dismay.
Yeah. How dare you?
Also here, just like, and I mean I get it because like video game engine, but like how is there that much snow under here?
Yeah.
Like
Is there open sky above?
the like under this ramp, like you see like that little
Oh,
tucked in spot back
got
there.
it, got it.
There's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
a fair bit of snow on there, and it's like how'd that get there? I guess maybe it could just be like frozen, like water vapor.
Oh,
But
yeah.
uh, I don't know, I always notice stuff like that where it's like there would be no reason for there to be snow there.
Hmm.
That's what happens when you live in a place where it snows a lot. I guess I don't know. Do you get a lot of snow where you're at, or is it like kind of moderate?
It gets some snow, but yeah, it's more moderate than lots of places in Canada because we're on the coast, so it that affects it. But we do get a couple of big snows a year and like some like baby snows, but it's not like well, it's winter now. Expect there to be snow on the ground all the time. The worst thing is freezing rain. It gets
Mm.
really bad sometimes.
Yeah. Um, where I grew up, we it was right on one of the Great Lakes, and so yeah, we had
Mm,
um, sort of not quite as much snow usually because of that.
yeah.
Because it depends on which side of the jet stream you're on. If the jet stream's
Mm.
going over the body of water, then you'll usually get more snow. If it's going, if it goes over the water before it goes over you, you'll usually get more snow. If it goes over you before it goes over the water, you'll get less. Is
Ah.
my general understanding of how that is supposed to work. Um, but yeah, we lived in a place where it no, we don't want that. I get more health again. Um, no,
I haven't even
give
noticed
me
your
my
stamina like being a factor in anything you've been doing, but maybe I haven't been paying attention.
um, can I not get this? I want this. I guess I can't get that right now. All right, well, we'll get this one. Whatever. I don't even give a fuck. All right, whatever. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, the place that I live now is awfully landlocked. So we end up getting way more snow generally than, and also it's much colder usually, even though we're further south.
Mm.
Just because, like, yeah, you don't have the lake there to let off heat all winter, in the
Yeah.
local environment. But yeah, we it's actually after I got my bottom surgery, um, I
Your
what was it?
BBL.
Yes.
Just kidding.
All right, just running through that. Um, so yeah, the day I was supposed to go home from the hospital, there was gonna be a big snowstorm. And I was
Oh.
doing pretty well in recovery. And so they were like, hey, do you want to go home a day early? Because maybe you should. And I was like, sure, I'll do that. And it's a good thing that I did, because the day that I went home, it was like in the low 70s, high 60s. And then the next day, we got like 5.5 inches of snow.
Damn.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, good looking out, hospital staff.
and it was like it was like a legit blizzard. Like we got that 5.5 inches in like 6 hours.
Wow.
So yeah, it was really coming down. For anyone who doesn't live in a area where it gets snow, if you're at an inch or more over the course of an hour, that is rough. That is when it's like a legit where even oh shit, oh man, that axe does a lot more damage. We're gonna try that out.
Ooh.
I guess not a lot
Ooh.
more, but it does more damage. I gotta try out the different two-handed weapons. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, for anyone who doesn't live in a snow-covered land, yeah, you get above an inch an hour, and that is when even people who are used to it are like, maybe I just stay home. Maybe we don't need to go anywhere today. You know, we've got enough groceries. Well, we're just gonna not go anywhere.
There is a local meteorologist here that on Twitter, like he reads like the public like meteorology data or whatever, and then tweets about it as like a weather report. But I don't know what the deal is. Like it's more accurate than any of the like news channels or like, weather.com or whatever. And so he has like a pretty big local following because he's just like, he's retired and he's like, I just love the weather. I'm just going to tweet y'all like actual accurate weather reports. Everyone's like, thanks, Jim. And like, likes those tweets and stuff. Anyway, I started following him this year and he's just like pleasant, passionate weather guy. I'm like, hell yeah. Thanks, man.
I had a friend in high school who was super passionate about doing the weather, and he actually went to school and got a meteorology degree. And I don't know what it is about the town I grew up in. The place is a fucking black hole. Because like seriously, like so many people just like that they grow up there, and it's like, well, I guess I just live here for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And like yeah, I mean, I did not fit in real well in that whole area, so like yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, moved back home after getting his meteorology degree, and it's like, well, of course you didn't find a job doing meteorology in the town of 10,000 people. Like there isn't even a local news station. Like, and like
That's wild that you would be so
and
naive as to go back.
And if you're watching this, pal, I'm not trying to dunk on you. I understand different people have different wants, different needs, and everything. It's just like, you're really good at the weather thing, and I'm really sad that you didn't get a career in that. Like legitimately, I want nothing but the best for you, friend. Very sincerely. I'm not trying to dunk on you or shame you or anything. Just like something that makes me feel a little bit sad when I think about it.
Good luck, man. I believe in you.
But
You'll get to maybe just do a passionate meteorology Twitter account. Maybe
well,
you'll get a bunch of traction.
yeah, well, and that's what I was just thinking, was that like hey, maybe if he did something like that. I mean, I sure as hell would follow it, and I don't even live
Yeah.
nearby anymore.
Especially you said, right? They don't have that town doesn't have a local news channel, so yeah,
Yeah,
maybe like a local like Twitter account people would get into or
yeah,
Facebook
yeah,
posts or something.
yeah. Um, but
I,
yeah, like I said, the place is like a fucking black hole. There's so many people that I grew up with that like they went off and got degrees and then came back to that little fucking shit bullshit town, and then we're all mad that like, oh, I can't even get a job with my degree. Like, why'd I even bother going to college? It's like, why did you think that this town that can barely support itself, that's slowly dying, would have economic opportunities for you as like a political science major? Like, like, whoa, you're telling me that no major campaigns are running out of bumfuck nowhere Midwest fuckhole town? Like, oh damn, unexpected.
oh, I
Oh,
might have lost audio on you.
oh, hello. Oh, I could still hear you.
Yeah, actually, I can't hear the game or you, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I can still hear you, so I mean, I guess we can keep
Oh,
going. Oh, did it come
yeah,
back?
you're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was,
Um,
you were saying that you couldn't hear me, and I was like, well, I can still hear you, and I realized, like, just now, like, wait, why did I think that would help? Who was I saying that for?
I
Okay.
did Google this because I was like, I didn't see any indications of what this is
Yeah, I was
supposed to
gonna look
be.
at the claw here, see if that. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's
Oh,
got the bear,
it has another side. There you
bear,
go.
bug, and bird. So
Okay.
yeah, I
Then
was
I'll
gonna.
keep my mouth shut.
Hi, Wander. My kitty cat came in. I don't know if the mic picked it up at all, but my kitty cat came in through the little cat door we have and was like, meow, meow.
I hope the audience hears it. I didn't, but I hope that everyone else did.
But I don't know what he's upset about. Well, I mean, I have an idea of what he's probably upset about. Because he usually doesn't eat all of his food right away in the morning.
Mm.
So usually around now is when we would give him the rest of his food that was left. But lately, he's been
Ah.
eating all of his food in the morning. So there's nothing to give him. But he still thinks he's, like, entitled to, like, a second meal. Well,
It's
and
like it's lunchtime, you rat. No.
well, and that's Wander that's doing that. And then we have Scribble. And
Mm.
Scribble,
So cute.
we have, I know, right? My wife came up with that name, and I love it. It's so cute. Um,
Yeah.
but Scribble, if you give him all of his food, like in 2 meals, he eats it too fast, and he makes himself sick, and he throws up.
Mm.
So we've started
Mm.
giving him all of his food in 3 meals. So he gets a Scrib lunch,
Nice.
and so Wander gets upset when Scribble gets to have Scrib lunch, and then he gets nothing. But then Scribble gets upset if oh, it's an orcish mace. I'm an orc.
Ooh. I thought that said hunting bow of chilies since we were talking about lunch, but that was not correct.
Oh. Oh geez, that
Oh.
text is really angry. Like, what is this, Twitter? Um,
Yes.
um, I don't want that soul gem. That's not worth enough money to carry. Um,
Wait, is that all that text was doing? Just lighting up? I thought it was like
yeah,
gonna
no, I mean, I can
show us
go
in their
poke it,
chest.
and I'm pretty sure this gives me like oh, I guess I can't poke it? Or, oh, I guess I can.
Oh,
Or,
we're learning
uh,
ancient text. I thought it was gonna give us a fucking axe already. I'm still holding out for the axe with this May. I'm being naive and foolish, but I'm
okay,
still looking for it.
that was obnoxious what just happened there. Apparently the shout things count as voice. So I don't know how it came across on your end, but on my end, when he used that little shout attack, it like was really loud all of a sudden.
Oh no.
Because that
I didn't hear it at all.
Yeah, it counts as voice. So when he did that little shout attack, it was like, Jesus, like, because everything else I have set so quiet, but apparently, yeah, that still counts as
Oh.
voice. So,
Right.
Also, like, seriously, video game developers, I'm gonna tell you how to do your job because I'm a player, which means I know a lot about video games. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but like incidental voice clips, like grunts and stuff, and things like that are like part of an attack. That's a sound effect. That's not voice. That should be under sound effects. That should
Yeah, or
not
like
be.
ambient noise.
Yeah, like that's not something that should be considered part of voice. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, we're gonna wear their pretty crown. Come on, let me
Let me
let me get my pretty
wear it.
crown. Oh, I
Yeah.
had a help. Whatever. Fuck that. I'd rather have a pretty crown. No, like
Show off your hair.
let me turn off. No, how do I turn the camera around?
Let me free look, please.
Ah, you bastards! How could you do this to me? Oh well, we'll just assume it's pretty.
Where's the selfie cam? No.
Yeah, yeah. I want a Breath of the Wild selfie mode.
Where's my Chic tablet?
My Wii U gamepad. So fun.
This game was on the Wii U, wasn't it? Is that
Um.
old or is it not that old?
Oh no, it is definitely that old. Um, but I think it got a release on the Wii U. I mean, you can get it on the Switch now.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, it just made me think of I remember in the Wii U when you play oh what oh 3D Mario World or whatever that one was called,
Yeah.
and you to move the like some types of platforms you have to blow into the mic to
Yeah.
move it, and then I was like, surely if this game was on the Wii U, you would have to like shout into the mic to do your like
Yeah.
dragon shit.
Oh yeah, you just like yelling at your game like
Yeah.
you're like your parents are sleeping and you're like Fustrata, Fustrata, come on, god damn it.
Leave me alone, Mom. It's nothing.
No, mom. Oh, look at all these fun flowers. They're so pretty. I'm not gonna take any
You
of that
take all the
stuff. No, I don't
flowers.
want to take them. They're pretty here.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, no. But I just was surprised you could.
Yeah. Um.
Guess I shouldn't be.
All right. Now I think we get out here and there's people like, hey, you saw the words, right? All right, you're gonna come over here and we're gonna yell at you about that or something. I thought
Oh,
that
so
that was the
was
thing.
that like part of the main storyline?
Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna like I'm gonna sort of try and like just sort of follow the main quest for the most part. Like if we come across any
Um,
like interesting like side quests or anything, like am I just supposed to jump off of this thing? Like is that what I guess so.
I think
Um
it's not that far,
yeah,
but
it's not that far, but it just seemed odd that there wasn't like a pathway down. Um
yeah.
but yeah, my
They're like, this is where we teach you about fall damage. You have to take it.
right. Um but my plan is to just sort of follow the main quest. I want to see what's the shout. Right bumper. Okay. I guess.
I'm a fool. I thought because you read that like treasure note that you were like, yeah, let's just go do that. And so I thought that was all part of the optional thing, and I was like, sure. But
Well,
I like your approach. I agree. We should just be doing like the main quest to like get the hell out of this game.
I mean, I will say I mean it's mostly because you're here. But I am definitely having more fun with this game than I've had with Bethesda games in the past. Um,
Well, and I should say, quote unquote, get the hell out of this game, only because am anticipating this is going to take many, many weeks of our life because
yeah,
we have
yeah.
chosen this,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
but I'm
Like,
here for it.
and that's part of why I'm like, I want to just mostly concentrate on the main quest, and if there's other things that come up along the way where it's like, whoa, that seems really interesting, we'll go ahead and chase those down. But
For
yeah,
sure.
for the most part, I just want to do the main quest because it's like I don't want to be, a year from now, I don't want to still be doing episodes about Skyrim.
Yeah.
I would rather
Yeah.
if a year from now we can have moved on to several other video games.
Yeah.
Dip Dangle, what am I even supposed to be doing right now? Let's see what the quest has to say. Oh well, I guess we didn't go. Because we weren't even at that place. It says explore the stream camp, and we apparently didn't even go to the stream camp. So that's why why it was like, yeah, that's why you didn't get the axe of dismay. Um,
That is funny
okay.
though. So how notorious are these weapons of dismay? Because you found a different one. Interesting.
Yeah, well, I think dismay is just like enchantment type, you know.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
assumed it was like a lore or something like, oh, the five weapons of dismay
yeah.
from
Well,
disappointed father.
which the disappointed father's great acts of dismay. um, oh, I think you can rename items. So if we get that, that's what we're gonna name it. If we find that acts of dismay, we're gonna name it the disappointed father's great acts of dismay. Um,
Whichever one you end up liking the most and sticking with is gonna
yeah.
have to be like the national tragedy.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. We'll make some really like powerful weapon and call it the national tragedy. And here, because this is I'm gonna try out this one. Like so far, I still like the axe or the hammers the best because those seem to ignore like armor, which
Mm,
is nice. And also like if you do the charged attack, it seems to like blow through people's guards, which is also very nice. Um,
indeed.
but I'm gonna use this sword for a little bit just because it's magic.
Mm,
All right, what do you
I'm
have to
just a
say?
poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble yourself with me.
damn. Have
It's
some
so
self-esteem,
nice to
girl.
have a visitor. It's so nice to have a visitor.
Can I take some of your shit?
Oh,
No,
it's in red steel.
I want to steal.
Ooh.
What is this?
She's wearing the cloak of the like
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
sus guy from the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
the Jarl's totally above board PR director.
Yeah.
Very above very above board, much regular.
I love how stealing is in red, but just to like unlock her cellar and sneak in, it's like, yeah, you could do this.
Well, I could also just take this. I can just read this letter, no consequences.
Yeah.
Uh, blah blah blah.
Renounce that boy of yours and come to the forest. Someone's trying to convince her to be a lesbian lover, and I'm here for it.
Oh man, I I
You
I
should do it, Anise. You should do it.
I'm gonna admit I'm glad that you said that because I read the first like 2 sentences of that and I was like boring and gave up.
I was wondering about that. The first time we recorded was like,
Oh,
should we have? Oh, the secret that she's a
get
lesbian.
fucked, old lady. I
Damn.
hate to kill a fellow lesbian, but if that's the way you're gonna be, that's the way it's gonna be. Oh, also,
Yeah.
I guess that like these robes aren't anything. That's just like regular wizard robery. So I
Mm,
guess we can take as
I'm
much
still
of her.
suspect.
We can take any of her stuff now.
They still counted as stealing. Well, I guess that was like your
Whatever.
example from New Vegas.
Yeah, that like
Um,
property ownership has like an ontology to it, like
yeah.
which honestly like that sort of concept that there's like an ontology to like ownership rather than it being like a social construct makes the whole idea of like not being able to steal from ghouls and super mutants like way more upsetting.
Indeed. Did that guy just kill that other guy?
That would be my guess.
Damn.
Well, he's got
Things are
imperial.
bleak.
Okay, yeah, so he's got a mix of both Imperial and Stormcloak stuff, so I don't know
Hmm.
what that means.
Part cop.
Half cop. His grandfather was a cop, so that makes him quarter cop.
Yeah. He gets a scholarship at cop college.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
actually okay, well, I'm on two trains of thought. I'm gonna finish my first one, which is one, I wondered if it might be funny to have whoever's not playing do like funny voices for like dialogue or reading or something. Although dialogue is already voice acted in this
Yeah.
game, but like reading stuff,
I,
I'd
I
be happy to read it.
I would greatly appreciate that because yeah, it's
Okay.
very frustrating and takes me way too long to read things.
Yeah, no worries. And then B, well, we had a little discussion after the first recording about what kinds of personal details we kind of absentmindedly divulged, and one of mine is that I have a brother-in-law that just graduated from cop school, and it's bad. I hate it, and yeah. Anyway, he knows how I feel, but um, get fucked.
Right?
Anyway, now I'm debating, like, should I say all the things I was gonna say about cop school? But anyway, cop school is a fucking joke. I'll leave it
Oh
at
my
that, I
God, yeah.
guess.
No, I had a friend that went through the police academy, and like they went through it, and they graduated, and they ended up not becoming a cop because they were like, they don't teach you anything. Like, they're just like, okay, here's a gun. If you can hit the target 17 times, you're a police officer. And they were like,
Jesus.
like, what? Like, okay, no, I'm not going to, be walking around with my life in the hands of people who, like, that's their training. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. Good for your friend.
Yeah.
Good for them. And then he got Rookie Cop of the Year, and he was like, I'm never doing this again.
Oh, bringing it home. Bringing it home.
I guess I can't now. I have to tell some of these stories because I've been thinking about them, and I'm like, no, it's not too diverse. Like, it's not specific enough, and they're never gonna listen to this anyway.
Well, and also ACAB, so.
Yeah, true. How the fuck do I care? Brother-in-law won, like, most popular at cop school, and when
Most popular at cop.
it was like a legit,
like the homecoming king of cop school.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And my
Cop school
so it's my
prom king.
spouse's sister's husband, and so my spouse's sister's telling my spouse this on the phone, and then because they're very close, and then my spouse was like, yeah, like she was telling me that her husband got like most liked at cop school or whatever, and I just bust out laughing. I was like, cop school has like the adjective awards, like who got like most likely to get acquitted after murder, like what
Right?
what is this? Why
Right?
does cop school have this shit?
Oh my God.
The other thing was that he was doing some training, and he's gonna be a prison cop first, which I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Man, like,
Anyway.
if there is a spectrum of bastard, like,
Yeah.
prison cop is like all the way over on the bastard side.
Yeah, and they're like, well, it's just a start. And I'm like, so they start you in the seventh circle of hell, and then work
like,
your way up?
Oh
like,
yeah, they
Jesus.
start you with the captive audience, like.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, captive victims. Like, fuck
So,
off.
He
Anyway,
got training
sorry.
specific to jail, and I told my spouse, because I don't like talk to them, because I was like, if I talk to them, I'm just gonna go in every time about how much I hate the cops. So like, if you like, and so my spouse was like, yeah, I'll just talk to them. So spouse was on the phone with them, and I was like, you need to ask him if he's already met dirty cops, like in like training, or like already like trainees that already have decided they're gonna be shitbags.
Yeah.
And I heard my spouse ask, and the answer was, he was like, no. He's like, and actually they taught us in the training that who's most likely to be dirty in prisons is like the cleaning staff and the kitchen staff. I was
What?
like, holy fuck. Of course they would say that, you motherfucker, you dumb piece of shit. Any
Yeah.
YouTube ads we got on this have now been removed for all my swearing about cops, but yeah, I was just like, that. Of course they would tell you that, you ignoramus. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Like you.
And then the last
Jesus.
anecdote was that in like the most recent update, they were like, in-laws told my spouse like, oh yeah, and my spouse was telling me like, yeah, I guess it's pretty good. Like they give them all Narcan to like carry on them, and I was like, that's good actually. Like, yeah, people shouldn't die of overdose in prison, even though it happens. But like Narcan, cool. And then my spouse like said that, was like, yeah, that's cool that you get to like carry it or whatever. And then he was like, well, yeah, and also like if people have fentanyl on them, like we carry it for the officers too, because like we might accidentally touch it and like overdose or something. I was like, oh my God, you cannot overdose from fentanyl from fucking touching it. And they're just like teaching cops that like
well,
it.
and also,
Oh my God.
like, I mean, I'm not a doctor or nothing, but like Narcan is like specific. Like it's not like, it's not this like overdose panacea. Like it's specifically made to counteract heroin.
Oh,
like,
that I did not know actually.
Yeah,
Good to know.
I'm pretty 100% sure. Like I said, I'm no doctor, so I might be wrong, but I'm pretty 100%. I mean, that's usually how drugs work. Like there aren't like a lot of because like I guess because let's see, fentanyl is also opiate derivative, and heroin.
Yeah, maybe it's
is
for the
too.
class. I don't know.
So yeah. I guess maybe that might work. But yeah, like the thing I always want to ask people who honestly believe the whole, like cop touch fentanyl, cop have overdose thing is, what do they propose the people who are using it illicitly, first off, how they are using it and what they are using it for? Like, if it's so damaging and toxic and potent that a little pipette on your skin can cause you to have a seizure, how do you use that for anything other than causing a seizure?
Truly,
like,
great point. Yeah.
Like, what is the dosage that you can like snort or ingest through your mouth or take in any meaningful way that isn't gonna just straight up kill you if a little fefe on your fingies causes you to almost die? Like, how is it possible to utilize the drug? And additionally to that, how are the people who are prescribed it taking it at all? Like, because there are people who are prescribed it non-illicitly. And how are they capable?
Pain.
Yeah, and how are they capable of utilizing it?
Yeah.
Like, it just, like, it's like the amount of non-thought, the thoughtedness of the whole thing is so frustrating, because it's like, I mean, just think about what's being proposed here. That, you get a little tiny bit of the powder, the amount of powder that you get on your hand when you open the Gold Bond medicated powder thing and you're squeezing the bottle too hard. You get that much on you and it sends you to the fucking hospital. But there's people who take, 20 milligram tablets of the thing internally and they're chill. Like,
yeah.
Like how? Like,
absolutely, yeah.
Like, if it was reversed, I could understand it, because, like, if you take the tablet, like, like, oh, fuck, you could get fucked up. But if it gets on your skin, whatever. Because there's plenty of things that can't get through your skin, but that fuck your shit up if you take it internally. But there are not nearly so many that don't fuck you up if you take it internally, but do if it just sits on your skin.
A woman approaches
yeah. I was going to say, I hate to cut off. We're on such a good run, but I think it's been another 30 minutes.
Oh, shit. You're right. Okay, yeah. So we're going to cut here. And we'll be back. Ending phrase.
Bye-bye.